the Smell Me Helmet Podcast.
Hello, welcome to episode 3 of the Smell Me Helmet Podcast. That's very loud, by the way. Today's show we have for you, we have from this past Saturday, the 3rd of October, COVID-19 sit-down protest on Grafton Street. Absolute donkeys of the highest order. And anti-mask protest, of course, because, you know, it's from what you're being told, it's going against people's civil liberties. But we'll discuss that later. And also a potential level 5 lockdown of the I think it's Dublin, is it?
The whole
country.
Yeah.
And another situation that really annoyed me, and I know it really annoyed you, Darren, the Christmas panic buying in Smyth's. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. And I don't know a whole lot about this subject, but I can obviously talk about what I do know. It's the whole Tony Holohan coming back as the chief medical officer.
Sexy Tony.
They're coming back, and you know, he's coming back and, you know, saving the whole quote unquote saving the day. But like, listen, people have short memories, you know. Cervical Smear scandal, Emma Murray, all that jazz. And a link that Darren sent me earlier, Cannabis helps block COVID-19 infection. So we'll definitely, what we do now, we'll definitely talk about that anyway. And something I came across on YouTube earlier, it was actually an interview that Mark Kerr did. Now, those of you who know, Mark Kerr was a former mixed martial artist who fought in Pride in the late 90s and early 2000s. And he was affectionately known as the Smashing Machine. Our good friend of the podcast, Mick, is a big fan of his. And also as well, Bigelow fought in a fixed fight as well against the fella Kimo Leopoldo. But we'll talk about that later on. So anyway, Darren, the sit-down protests on Grafton Street, your take on it, please.
Yeah, I think it's shambolic, if you ask me. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what to say on that, because people are just
turkeys.
Yeah, they're
absolute turkeys, Darren.
They're I don't like. Do you think the government are taking away their right by wearing their masks? But really, they're the ones who are being selfish about it.
Yeah, big
because
time.
It's not them they're harming. It's the older people, the people
elderly,
with underlying illnesses. And it's not just old people who have underlying illnesses. Like young people, people who are fit and healthy have it. So why they're not thinking of them people?
Yeah.
They're thinking of themselves by going crowds.
Yeah.
It's one thing that you don't do is be around loads of crowds, and they're doing the complete opposite.
And they're like sit down protests in the middle of Grafton Street, like, and there's obviously old people that are out and probably out and about as well.
And then
elderly.
They're also doing all the hard work that went on in general hospitals, psychiatric hospitals, or home help, or whatever care profession you're in. It's like, there's a lot of stuff that goes with it. These are thinking, oh, the government this, the government that. No, stop that.
Like, some people are saying, oh yes, draconian measures and it's against their civil liberties. And
come here, listen, I'm guilty of the tinfoil hat myself.
Oh, same here. Listen,
you know, like
preaching.
But I wouldn't go that far where I don't have to wear a mask. Blah blah blah. Just wear it. What is it doing to you?
If you're gonna be like, with me personally now, like, if I'm walking around on the street in the open air, I'm going to avoid obviously crowds as much as I can. I'm not going to wear a mask. But if I'm inside a shop, where most of the time it's mandatory, which they are,
but see,
I will.
I walked into a shop without my mask.
You forget. It happened to me the other day.
I had it in my car. Like, I just forgot. But yeah, nothing was said to me.
Yeah.
But saying that though, when I was going to work, I went into a garage.
Yeah.
And I forgot my mask again.
Right.
And
it happens.
It was said to me, if you haven't got a mask, I'll serve you at the hatch.
Yeah.
And that's fair enough. If
they gave you the option, they could have told you to go back to your car and get your mask.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
He gave me the option, but he still served me.
Fair play.
But he still gave me the option.
He adapted to the situation.
Yeah,
he was very understanding.
He wasn't like, you can't come in without a mask.
I was just like, oh no, you can't come in. You can't come in.
That's understandable if someone is like that. You can't come in without a mask. It's the real. So get rid of it. Stop being an idiot.
Like, I seen a video in the States, right? It was on Facebook. You know I think you know the video I'm talking about. obviously, you know, the staff members, because this is when the shops had only reopened back first, and you know, after the big major lockdown, and there was literally, like, there was a staff member at the door with, you know, disposable masks, and this fella going in with his phone recording people, like recording your one, and your man or your one goes, oh sorry, can I you know, give you a mask? Oh, I refuse to wear one and record. I'm just making the girl feel terrible for doing a fucking job.
But is that not against her rights?
He's recording her.
Yeah. I know it's a public place and it's arguable, but should he be
it's
recording?
It's a bit of a grey area, that. Yeah. I just think he's just being one of these dickheads, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't have to wear ones. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get that. Oh, do you know what? If I was in charge of Ireland, do you know what I'd do? See them idiots who are sitting down on a peaceful protest, right?
Yeah.
Get the Dublin Fire Brigade out. Get the hoses out. Get the fuck. That's,
get the fire. Get the water cannons out.
Yeah. Get them off the street. I tell you, that'll blow them back to Henry Street. It would.
Might give them a wash as well.
Yes, smell bags. Here, COVID.
Bang a COVID on it.
But no, it's just. I just think it's. I think it's ridiculous. There's no need to. Why are you protesting?
Yeah.
Well, and half of these guinea pigs, that's what they are. They're just following each other. They're a kind of sheep.
Don't. Yeah, I mean, there's people going, like, they're all saying, oh, don't be a sheep. I was like, what are you doing?
They're all following the trend, as you want to put it.
The trend.
Don't wear a mask. Fuck off.
Just to go against the system. Listen, now's the time not to be a rebel.
Do you know there's women out there who can't wear masks for reasons like they're sick, they have dementia.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
And there was a story I heard, victims, and I hate to use this word, but victims of rape and sexual abuse. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? This, like,
they won't wear the mask
because they feel like they're, like, you know, if they were being attacked or somebody's putting a hand over their mouth, and
I understand that to a certain
it's a PTSD
extent.
thing.
Yeah,
you know,
and that is very hard to, especially if it's going to bring back memories for you. And you can understand that. Do you know, actually, while we're on the subject of rape, one in 4 women are raped.
Yeah,
1 in 4 women.
4. That's
is a chance of being raped.
That's too high of a number for me.
It is, and I was talking to someone about this, about getting an alarm.
Like a rape alarm.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
yeah.
That's it'll be connected to the police station. I think if it
like
keeps
GPS thing
if it keeps going, this is what should happen.
Yeah,
they should
GPS
be given with the technology they have nowadays. There's no excuses for it. But then you have the downside of that is if someone's not being sexually assaulted and depress it and he's not touching me and
see that's the thing. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword there, because you'll get some women and even some men as well, because it'll happen. Listen, men unfortunately and women can get raped, but that whole thing, you'll get women who cry rape.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know yourself. We've had this discussion off the air before, but
the women who cry rape should be hung. I mean, the ones who are not raped.
Whatever sentence the man was gonna get, the woman should get that sentence.
And I still believe a man who rapes a woman should be hung. Yeah. So that's the way I look. I don't care what people have to say.
Justice.
Like if you're gonna try and ruin a man's life, and come here, the man could have been a bit
a bit too heavy-handed. But
but see, men are guilty of that because some of them don't. They're not aware of how. They don't know that they're. I'm not making excuses. I might come across as that I'm making excuses, but I'm not. At the same time, I don't think women should be allowed to lie about being raped, and I certainly don't agree with a woman being sexually assaulted. I think your man. However, if it was me and somebody sexually assaulted someone I knew, I'd stomp their head into the ground.
Yeah.
I'd crush their skull. That's what they deserve.
Oh, well, of course.
They're predators. They're predators.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be allowed to walk the streets. Unfortunately, you can't.
Yeah, any man that does that deserves to be home.
He does, yeah. But see, it's not going to happen.
No.
They get locked up for what, 4 years, 5 years? They wouldn't get life. Your life over here is only 13 years.
It's gas. They get less for rape than you would for, say, fraud.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, you probably get about the same, actually.
You know, you'd actually get a whole lot more for, say, fraud or something.
You get about 8 years, probably. Would it? 4 years suspended.
Well, whatever, like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's crazy, though. But I do believe that women should be taught some sort of martial art.
Some sort of self-defense, Krav Maga.
Yeah, nobody would fuck with them then, I tell you.
Krav Maga, because it's practical.
Yeah, that's
Krav Maga,
I think it's important for stuff like that.
100%.
Like for a woman to know, or even a woman how to know to swing a punch. It's important. It only takes one punch to knock someone.
The thing is, not even they get punch in the head. Just hitting the vital area, you know what I mean?
That's all it takes. One little stiff jab and you know all about it.
Stiff jab in the fucking balls.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I'll put a charge an elephant down.
Yeah, it would.
But it is what it is. Yeah.
I think it's how you're brought up, really, innit? About how you feel.
Yeah, and then see, the thing is, though, with us, we come from mainly a family with mostly women.
Yeah.
So, especially strong women, like, you know what I mean? So, we have that respect, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it was drilled into us from a young age.
From an early age, yeah, 100%. And plus, I remember my dad saying to me years ago, son, if you put your hands on a woman, I'll break both your arms and your legs.
But that's the right way to do it, though.
Yeah, I know it might, to people from the outside, it might sound a bit extreme, but it got to send the message home anyway. Don't mistreat women.
Yeah, you don't. You treat women how you want your daughter to be treated.
Exactly. 100%.
And that's how I look at it. If you're gonna go around treating women like they're a piece of meat, karma's a bitch.
Oh, come back to get you. Why you put out to the universe, you get back down.
Exactly.
You know yourself.
So that's why when you have kids yourself, you realise you're like, I better be careful of what I say. I used to be a bollocks. I used to be slagging and.
Yeah, but you're younger though.
Yeah, but now I realise that's.
I said some fucking stupid things when I was younger.
Oh, I said some harsh things.
I know you did. I know. I still remember.
I still have that sometimes where I just say things.
No, but you're a bit more conscious of it now.
Yeah. Or I'll say to my partner, "What do you think of that? That's not cheeky, is it?" That's a bit cheeky.
Stop that. Yeah. Or now, come here. Not that we went off track, because that's what we do. But we talk about a subject and we kind of sub-subject and
get way too into it.
Yeah, but especially with that, because you know it's such a sensitive subject matter. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, it is. Yeah.
But like, that's what I'm saying.
And I remember when I found out about that 1 in 4 women. I was like, wow.
I did. That's what I'm saying. I only literally found out now. Of you.
1 in 4 women are attacked.
Yeah, 1 in 4.
Like, and that's the one. That's 1 in 4. If they admit to it, some people can hide away and bury it inside.
See, do you know what it is as well, right? And this boils back to what we said before. You know the way about women who cry rape. Do you know what I mean? There's women who won't say that because they're afraid people will say that cry rape, even though they probably were raped.
That's it.
That's the sad part about it, you know.
But at the same time, you have to, for a woman, you have to think of what situation you're putting yourself in. Exactly. I'm not saying that women have to be all like fucking Hail Mary and be a nun. That's not what I'm saying. I mean,
the next patron saint.
Be a bit more aware of your situations, your surroundings, and who you're with, and stay close to people who you trust. But at the same time, even people who you trust can do the dirty. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
exactly.
I don't like to use that word rape because it's
it's a horrible word. It's a horrible word.
But we'll keep it as interfering. That's it.
that makes it sound good.
That makes it sound like
doing the dirty and interfering. I'd rather just use the word rape, to be honest.
Doing the dirty.
Doing the dirty. Stop that.
Yeah, no.
That's just, it makes it fucking creepy. Darren. That's terrible. We're not taking the piss out of people who were raped or anything like that, by the way, so don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
But will we move on from that area?
We will, yeah.
But just to the whole anti-mask kind of protest and stuff. Listen, people. Now, obviously, there's people that's going to be on my friends list on Facebook or whatever, right? Now, they'll say it's not just the masks, it's kind of, you know, their rights. So listen, I understand people are pissed off, and yet the government are, you know what I mean, floating about, and, you know, they should have did the proper lockdown, because it was actually the government who skipped the phase. Remember the phase to, you know, the economic recovery and all this stuff.
Themselves.
Oh, but it's the government. But this is the meat factories and
this
whatever.
is the thing. We can't live with this virus. There's no ifs or buts about it. We cannot live with this virus. Us as a country, we're screwed. We're basically now.
Yeah.
If I was Micheál Priest Martin, what I do was no seriously.
Bless me, Father.
Yeah, for what I've sinned. What I was here. Sorry, you're going on. Do you know what? I was in work watching the telly, right? Yeah, watching telly. And Simon Harris's brother came on the telly, and I swear to God, he's the image of him, and he sounds like him.
Simon Harris.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, that's definitely his brother. And I come up, I think it's Matt something Harris anyway, but yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I think he's autistic or something. But like, no, I'm not slagging him. I'm not slagging him, but he was doing something to do with autistic children and how they have the right to mingle with the normal society.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. Yeah. And they're kind of teaching them in a sense to, you know, the way do you think of things differently, or do they like? I hate using that word "they" because they're the same as us, and there's no difference with them.
They're human beings.
Yeah, like
they just see the world in a different way.
People with with that disability and even a disability.
I hate to use the word disability.
It's not even a disability because
if anything, I believe. I'm sorry cutting you off, but if anything, I believe it's actually a benefit in a way, in certain ways, because you see the world differently than somebody else would, who doesn't, who isn't on the spectrum.
If you like, this is the thing. Years ago, when people had something wrong with them, or they were a bit mad, or
they were thrown into
in a psychiatric
hospital because
and they were left there.
Yeah,
because they didn't. That's not my problem. I'm going to put that onto someone else. They didn't know what was wrong with them. They left them there,
and they were mistreated.
Oh, 100%.
Mistreated. Oh, horrendously. Yeah.
But like at the same time, the nuns shouldn't have done what they've done.
No.
To these people, but look, they didn't know any better. It's a vicious circle, and it goes down and down. It's like, so the nuns who trained them in treated them terrible, so they passed it on. Do you get what I'm trying to get?
No, I get what you mean. It's what they know.
It
doesn't make it any right.
No, it doesn't
make it any better, or right.
At the same time, when you look at it like that, you're kind of like, But they were treated horrible, and I don't think, and
horrendously.
Even if you had a Down syndrome baby, the midwife or whoever was delivering them back then would say, I'll take care of him for you.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That actually really annoys me.
That said, you're not touching my baby, I'm taking him home.
I'm going to rear that child as my child.
She still looks after that child.
Yeah.
He's not a grown man now.
No, but fair fucking play to that person. Like, you know what I mean? Fair play to them.
Like, it's crazy, to think that that's a human being, and then you have these idiots protesting over a mask.
Yeah.
And, like, there's people there... There's people there that have kids taken off them, or the Magdalene sisters, for example.
Yeah.
Where their kids, or if they have a kid when they're not married, could you imagine nowadays?
Yeah.
There's women out there who are having kids to survive for money. Do you know what I mean? I don't care if I get backlash over that. That just came out. That's the truth. There is women that look at kids as cash cows. And it's not me. Yeah. Like, and it's not just a woman. There can be a man.
But see, that, have you noticed though? I think that's why they've cut off at age 7 or something like that.
I think it's 8.
Or age 8 now. Yeah, because I'm not tarring them all with the same brush. There's there's decent ones out there who rely on that.
Yeah, and who need it
desperately. But there is a small majority out there who do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, and but come here, you reap what you sow, right? So that's another thing that's been passed down. You
reap what you sow.
Yeah, like, come here, listen, that's their business. That's none of our business what they do.
It's another way. You know the way you were saying about putting stuff out in the universe? Yeah. Same thing. It's the same. It's like saying you reap what you sow. It's the same thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, like, and come
karma.
Here, I know for a fact, look, if I didn't work, my family wouldn't survive.
No.
Like,
they rely on that
it's
big
hard,
time.
Like, and you have the social welfare. They make out the people like they're doing these people a favour, but they're not doing anybody a favour, because at the same time they're still playing the middle class and the poor off each other.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, when you go for a job, you pay a tax, and you're told, "Oh, your tax pays for them sitting on their arse doing nothing." I completely disagree with that.
Yeah, it's making them feel bad because there's people who genuinely need it. Yeah. Now there is people, that are fucking scamming the system.
If you're gonna give it so, if they are scamming, would you blame them scamming the system?
There's
holes in this system. There's holes in this system where I know a working family that they applied for the working family payment.
Yeah.
And they got a letter back, and do you know how much they got?
Much.
€91
a week
for the working family payment.
So is that kind of on top of what you...
On top, because that person was earning... It's the year's not over and they earn 30 grand in the year already.
Right.
But they don't take a tax into this.
Is that like a cut-off point?
Yeah, so you get €91. What would you do with that? I would wipe my arse with €91.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What would that get you?
That wouldn't get you a week shop.
The gas and electricity. That's all it'd get you. Sure, a £5 would just about get you bread and milk nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, say, like, how many kids we're talking about here, like, you know what I mean?
And then the same with the pandemic payment. They make this out like, oh, look at us, we're helping you. It's not, because when you go back to work, they're taking that out of your tax plus your normal tax.
Yep. So you're getting shafted.
It's a loan.
It's a loan, and that's all it is. It's a loan.
And that's the hard part about it. And as I said, there's families out there who are really struggling
at the moment.
They're probably just about keeping their head above water.
Barely.
Yeah.
Barely down.
You have, like, the government don't care. We're puppets for these people.
Numbers.
We're puppets. We're their little soldiers that march to work every morning. That's what we are.
In that rat race.
Yeah, and it's never going to change.
Yeah.
It's never going to change. That's why people need to go out by themselves. need to try and set up their own business. But some people haven't got that privilege of having their mammy and daddy to help them.
No.
You know, some people have to do it from scratch where they have nothing. And I know people who've done that. And fair play to them. Like, but I still think everyone deserves a dig out.
Oh, 100%.
And there should
helping hand.
There should be none of this playing off one another. What the same people, we stick together. It's pretty much us against the government.
It's like what we said in the last episode. You know what I mean? The whole Trump thing, divide and conquer. We all need to stick together. And as and as actually Mick actually pointed out in the comments as well in the last podcast as well, everyone was I'll never forget 9/11. All that stuff, but then all of a sudden everyone wants to fucking defund the police and the stuff in America.
Defund
like, you know
the
what I mean?
police. Come here, just because one guard, or one police officer.
One police officer.
Sorry, not guard. That's our excuse of guards over here, right? One police officer put his knee on someone's neck. Well, not just one. There was a few incidents.
Yeah, there's a few. It's not just an isolated incident. It's been happening for years now.
But like, you can't just paint everyone with the same brush.
No.
And there's bad cops, there's good cops. That's
it's literally good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, like
literally.
And that's it. And unfortunately, people are getting the brunt of the bad ones because they wanna mark their territory, and let them do that, because at the end of the day, they're the ones who are going to be out of a job when the camera is on them. And that's the whole reason why they have the video cams on the
I know what you mean.
The police in America. But it's not like over here. They won't wear those video cam things.
Security guards have them now. But I've never seen a guard out.
No, because they're corrupt the bits. That's why. Yeah. And I don't mean to shite on the police. It's probably tough enough with no going trying to look after the gangsters and stuff, and they're probably afraid of them and all. But they're still turkey heads.
Yeah. But come here, and anyway, we're gonna just move on there. Yeah. So Chris, I seen a thing there. It was actually you told me about it as well. Christmas panic buying in Smyth's.
Oh, jeez.
Smyth's toys. You know, as soon as people heard about potential lockdown and.
Yeah, that it's like the bog roll, isn't it?
The jackal.
Yeah.
Turkey heads.
That's.
But you're not fucking ordering online now. Smyth's online or nothing.
But Smyth's will deliver.
That's what I'm saying. You're not fucking ordering instead of queuing up.
Yeah, there's no need.
Potentially affecting each other.
But it's not just affecting each other. It's what about the families who haven't got it?
Who are fuck all. Yeah. Like we just said.
Yeah, what about them?
They're barely scraping the money together.
It boils back to them. They can't go and
He's barely scraping the money together there. Hold on. Just going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we are right back there. Very, very sorry about that. But so the Smyth's Christmas panic buying, like, what the actual fuck is wrong with people?
Yeah, I think it's crazy. There's no need to go panic buying. There really isn't, because when you think about
plenty of stock.
If you really need something, the UK, you can order from the UK.
Yeah.
There's no need to go, I have to go and queue up. Why would you go and do that to yourself? You're gonna get COVID.
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna
put yourself and your family at risk for the sake of a few toys for Christmas.
Yeah, and come here, listen. Everyone worries about Christmas.
Oh, but especially this year.
If the worst comes to the worst, what you could do is put a few bob on a credit card, but it's not actually a credit card. Do you know what I mean? Look, there's ways around it. Tell them the elf got COVID. The elf got COVID, had to isolate for 14 days. He couldn't make a PlayStation or whatever else you wanted.
Yeah, we get them out there.
And I know that sounds horrible, but you have to, unless you want to tell them Santa's not real. But you don't want to do that either.
Yeah, well, I'm going to make sure now that I'm going to have an 18. Well, we course like sailors, so definitely 18 and over.
I doubt kids are going to be listening to us anyway.
No, but they shouldn't be.
Hopefully not. But he is real. I just said that being a prick. Don't mind me. I'm just being Scrooge.
Bah, humbug and all that. Yeah. Don't be minding him. Hang it, Hicks.
But no, I don't. I think it's stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Like, don't do that.
Stop that. Yeah.
Why? Smyth have released a statement saying that they have enough stock. There's new stock coming in every week.
They had a post up later on that day. It was a Monday. You came up here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was Monday. Yeah, and I think later on that day I was seeing a post on Facebook. Somebody had taken a screenshot and
it was on their website.
It was from the official Facebook.
Oh,
just to let you know that our warehouses are fully stocked and not to be worrying and.
Sure didn't. Do you know what? Do you know what's going to happen there?
What?
They're going to turn it into the way Aldi went. 4 items at a time.
But they.
And how are people meant to do Christmas then?
Can't.
Stupid fucks. Stop it. Stop doing that.
Round it for everyone. Round it there.
Stop, because it's not fair on other people. They're just being absolute pricks about it. Like, really, it's fucking annoying.
There's people out there, as I said, who are barely making ends meet. Like, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, of course there is, and then when you have this whole say there's people out there who are too busy now to go shopping,
and then they're bragging and boasting about it on Facebook. Have me Christmas shopping done. Now
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I don't want to be too harsh on some people because there's some people who obviously who have the money or whatever.
Just going to start it anyway.
Who are just going to start. And there is people who start it, right? So I'm not just shitting on everyone here, but there's people who are just panic buying for the sake of panic buying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like.
Who wouldn't normally do it?
Yeah, there's no need to do this. There really isn't. Just relax, take it easy.
The point I'm trying to make is listen. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Darren. The point I'm trying to make is listen. If you never usually shop this early, don't.
I've never been so laid back in my life about this, but all I think about is God is good.
God is good.
And what's meant for you won't pass you. Yeah. Just let it be. Just sit back and watch these turkey heads run around. That's what I'm doing.
Singing words of wisdom. Yeah. Let it be.
Let it be.
Love it. Just had to add a bit of song to it there, just to kind of lighten up the situation.
Yeah. Just stop doing that, please.
Yeah, it's just that. Stop that. Give it over. But I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on to old Tony Holohan.
Lovely white socks.
White socks on Tony Holohan.
No,
he's
you know what?
The chief
no matter
medical
what
officer.
You say about Tony Holohan, he's gone through a hard time himself.
No, I know his wife was diagnosed with cancer and stuff like that.
He's gone through a tough time. So.
Yeah,
and I think, do you know what I think he was brought back in? That other goon, fucking Ronan Quigley.
Ronan Glynn.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Oh, Glynn, is it Glynn or whatever?
Ronan something. Him. He was just sitting there doing your man Holohan. He showed some sort of compassion,
Holohan is the actual teacher, where your man Ronan is the substitute teacher. Not the one that's out because the other one's sick or something.
And nobody likes him. And
nobody likes him.
Throwing stuff at him and all.
Throwing paper airplanes and all.
Idiot. The government are walking all over him. Because
of course they are.
The Neffe, is that who it is?
Neffe, yeah.
Apparently they got it wrong. Leo fucking Radker said.
Yeah,
they got it wrong. Don't think they got it wrong. They're doctors. You're politicians. Stay in your lane.
That's like,
he's a doctor as well, so that's I'm actually I forgot he was a doctor. But stay in your lane. You're not a doctor. Your pin is gone. So stop that. His pin is gone by now.
What was that one? Now you talking about Leo, is it?
Yeah.
What was it? He was on the quote unquote back then the front lines. He was doing phone consultations.
Yeah. Were you gonna get COVID through the phone?
Through the phone, cough down the phone.
Yeah. And he probably wasn't. He probably just said that publicity.
I'm doing my bit for the country. And
yeah, because did Miley Cyrus retweet and stuff and say something about him. And
although I did watch, she was on the Joe Rogan there a few weeks ago. I've a newfound respect for her.
Yeah.
After listening to that, and I'm sorry to kind of go off track again like we always do.
Did you see, how Billy Ray was a bit of a head case, but obviously people know that.
She had a brain injury.
Yeah, but that was...
It's a brain injury.
A quad, was he? A quad or a scrambler or something.
And she was on the back or something.
Yeah.
And then she hit her head, the branch of a tree or something.
Yeah, I think so.
What the fuck?
Mistakes happen.
That's child abuse.
It is, but it's not, it wasn't done purposely.
I know, but could have killed her.
Well, she's still alive, so it's just...
Thankfully.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
It is what it is, but anyway.
She's still going, she's still trying to sing. She's not a bad singer. She has a deeper voice than me, though.
Yeah, but do you know why, though? Do you know why she has a deeper voice? She said that, because I always wondered that. So, she has a very deeper voice. She smoked loads.
Yeah.
Cigarettes and all, round her voice.
And weed.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
She was a big...
Well, she actually did talk about that as well.
Her man's a stoner.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that... Well, I don't know if they're together.
Billy Ray.
Oh, man, will
What's it? I want my mullet back. Yeah. What was that? Some fucking Hometown Road or something, was it?
I want to take me horse. Is
that it? Oh, we're having the fucking...
I think it's... I don't know.
Hometown Road.
Love all that.
Yeah, it's all now. It's what the kill kids, isn't it? But come here, about old Tony. Yeah, no, listen... He did play a screamer, but I also want to point out, right, that during the whole cervical smear scandal now, I don't know a whole lot about it, but what I do know is that the company they got in, I don't know, I probably should have researched this, so apologies ahead of time. The company they got in, if I put it this way, in layman's terms, they should have been more competent, because if they had been more competent and did their job properly, it would have saved lives. Because people died because of their incompetence.
Yeah, but
women died.
And it's horrible. And they think by throwing money at women that it's going to solve it. That's not going to bring them back.
No,
money's not going to bring them back.
You ruined my life.
2.5 million they gave to that woman. I can't remember her name.
She's
still alive though.
It was no, it's not. I was thinking the Emma
Vicky
Murray
or
book.
Something, is it?
Oh, I actually read about her yesterday.
I think it's Vicky. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, but they gave her 2.5 million.
Well, if she has cancer, that's fuck all use to me.
Yeah, like she can't even go and spend it now. Sure, we're on lockdown level 3 or whatever.
No, and plus she has cancer. She's underlying.
Yeah, and she doesn't know when her last day is.
No.
And this is why I don't think they should go on full on lockdown.
No.
But at the same time, because people are like, oh, they're taking away my rights, don't put me on lockdown. Stop. There's people out there that are terminally ill that are not complaining, and they're sitting in their front room.
Yeah.
And they're dying.
They are dying.
And you are out there protesting, giving out about ridiculous things, they're taking away my rights, or they shouldn't put us on lockdown. So, if you put us on lockdown, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just let it be.
Yeah.
They're doing it for, in a sense, they're doing it for our safety. But in another sense, I can kind of understand where these people are coming from.
The frustration is with that, right? I just want to clarify this part as well. The frustration with that is that they're contradicting themselves in terms of the restrictions. Like they're allowed so many people at wedding, but you know,
six people now.
And what's it?
6 people at wedding.
To wedding now, is it? 6 people.
That's a cheap wedding.
No. But come here, listen. There's more than 6 people in my immediate family alone. You know what I mean? Immediate family, like
6 people would be what? Your father-in-law, your mother.
The bare essentials.
Yeah.
Just enough for witnesses, and that's it. It's just it's not very practical in my eyes anyway.
It's a weird old world we're living in.
It's strange times we live in, indeed. Very strange times.
Really weird. Like, think about it. I've never seen. You can feel the tension out there.
It's come here. It got to a stage. It's like there's definitely like a tension.
Yeah,
in the air.
Because if somebody gets too close to me, I'm looking at them like I want to tear their head off, and that's just like that's just the way it is now.
It breeds paranoia.
Yeah, like, and it's like, get away with it. Don't be coming that close to me.
But see, come here, I've been socially distancing before. It was actually a word. Don't be too near to me, because the way I look at it is if I can jab you on the head, you're too near to me.
Yeah,
simple as that. Arm distance. You know, jabbing the head.
That's it though. Some people are not very social. Like they wouldn't be very aware of how people's personal space. They go way too close before.
That was like a fella used to come into a shop I used to do security on years ago.
Yeah, and he only shot a lick in your chin.
Oh, come here! He was getting the news and the weather at the same time. This is before COVID. I say I definitely got the flu out the cunt anyway.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I seen a post there, right, up on Facebook. It was like a meme. Oh, you know the way the whole Leonardo DiCaprio thing. It was about when your mate comes back from Turkey and more than just a tan and a picture of fucking turkey teeth, the big fucking white teeth.
They're walking around on their own nowadays.
That's ridiculous.
They're actually getting that teeth. They're what are you?
Veneers, is it?
So something ridiculous like
yeah,
that.
everyone looks the same now.
Yeah, they all have them lovely white teeth. But here, come here. They're getting their real teeth shaved down to little bits.
Yeah, sure. Did you ever see that picture of Jordan? That one Jordan?
Yeah.
She looked like a crackhead.
It's disgusting. She looked like a piranha.
That's what I'm saying. She looked like a crackhead.
It's disgusting.
Made like a born down migrant.
Yeah. She looks like she's been chewing an ashtray for a week. Yeah. Like, stop.
Damn. Chewing an ashtray. I know.
Like, it's just like, stop it. Don't do that to your teeth. Look, why? And then your lips here, you're like Finding Nemo. You need to stop that.
Finding Nemo, yeah. They look like lips like
it should be said now.
They look like a fucking an arse like a fucking mouth like a baboon's arse.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's not a good look.
No, like, and
I don't find that
what
attractive.
is that doing to your body?
You don't know. You're putting a foreign body, you know, as in the oils, the fillers, or whatever it is. I have so many mils in my lips.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And how many ounces up your nose, you tramp?
Oh,
they always put me 2 feet in.
You always put your feet in there now, don't you? But yeah, just the whole fucking turkey teeth thing. It's my pet hate with that is that everyone looks the same, and now don't get me wrong. There's certain people out there who got them who got their teeth fixed, but you wouldn't know.
There's people out there who need to get their teeth fixed.
And there's people out there who genuinely need it.
Yeah, and
you know, but there's people who get it. I'm sorry, but there's people out there who get it who don't need to get it.
Yeah.
And it just looks silly.
They're getting their teeth shaved, and they're getting these things strapped onto them.
Like, you look like that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's Colgate. Like people like
brush your teeth.
Like it's
Take
fake.
care of yourself.
Yeah, like
It's
Colgate.
fake.
Mouthwash.
Yeah.
Toothbrush. Off your throat. Don't do that.
Dental hygiene.
Don't-
Oral hygiene.
Yeah, oral. No.
I can't say that word.
Don't.
I'm a dirty.
Don't do that to your mouth.
No, it's
Look,
just.
it's a lot of money to get that done. And you can notice it. When they smile, you need to put sunglasses on. Like, they blind you.
It's glare.
Yeah, they're fake. You and your fake teeth.
Fucking hate there. Yeah.
Like, I swear, it's just, there's no need for it. there really isn't. Like, just, like, come here. You are giving them teeth for a reason. Stop pretending.
Look after it. Like, if it's for a genuine reason, fair enough.
See, before this, right, braces were a trend.
I remember that actually, the whole brace trend, yeah.
Me tooth is crooked. It's
not
not
grand,
that crooked. Oh, it is, you're going to get braces. Yeah, okay. And now it's this. Now it's these shark teeth.
There's people following trends.
Yeah.
They want to follow the crowd. I wouldn't even go as far as say they're called sheep.
They're not, they're idiots.
Barbara.
No, they're just...
Oh, fuck that shit. But, just going to take a quick break there, folks, and we'll be right back. And welcome back there. Just had a quick toilet break there. I had to... have to have an L hitting this there, you know yourself. Drink a bit too much water there. But Darren actually brought something to my attention earlier today. Cannabis helps block COVID-19. Helps block the infection or something like that.
That's what the study said.
That's what the study said. Now I'm gonna just have to quickly go online here and have a look at that link that you sent me earlier, and basically said that researchers from the University of Lethbridge in Canada have found that cannabis may be able to block COVID-19 infections. In findings published in a preliminary research paper, they hope that their findings encourage further research into the possibility of cannabis-based treatments for the virus. So what do you make of that, Darren?
Yeah, I often... Cannabis can do a lot of things for people.
To me, like people think, oh, it's a drug and blah 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 and whatever.
See, it's the CBD in it as well.
It's the CBD has great benefits.
And the CBD actually, I think it's anti-inflammatory.
It is an anti-inflammatory. Yeah. It is indeed, yeah.
And it does help some people.
I mean, there's the CBD creams and stuff out there, like, you know what I mean?
Sure, but like, it's meant to block it, but the pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know that.
Because
they want you to get that injection. And come here, I'm not an anti-vaccine person.
I'm not saying anti-vax, but like, you know, the whole saying the States, the likes of big pharma and stuff, like, there's no money in made in cure. There's money to be made in treatments.
Yeah, exactly, and they're making a shit ton of money off. Of chemotherapy.
Exactly.
They're making a shit ton of money off that, and the THC actually helps. I've heard of people getting rid of cancer.
Yeah.
Through just
I've heard them stories too.
Just taking THC.
Yeah.
And it's 99.9. I think it's 99.9% THC.
Yeah.
And there's no psychoactive side effects to it.
No, but see, I think the whole psychoactive
comes from
THC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the THC that gets you high, gets you stoned, whatever, like, you know. But the CBD has great benefits, anxiety, and, you know, all the other kind of mental and physical conditions as well.
See, the CBD is you can put that in your food. Like,
yeah.
There's a thing on Netflix I was watching, and they were cooking stuff with weed, and I was like, that's deadly.
I actually remember it was out in your house and you showed me that.
I couldn't believe it.
I think they had so much percentage of THC and so much percentage of CBD or something.
I think because
ratio.
It mellows it equals it out. The THC.
Equals it out, yeah. There has to be a certain amount per ratio. Or
but I don't see.
Like
they just legalise it.
Yeah, see.
You'll take the drug dealing will go down a bit.
Yeah. If they legalise it,
they legalise it, it'll take the power from the drug dealers.
Decriminalise is the word I use.
Yeah.
But do you remember that story about it was in the news about the woman Vera Tomey? She was from Cork.
She had to walk.
She had to walk from Cork to Dublin to Dublin.
I briefly.
Because now I think they're after it was their son.
Yeah, I think I heard a daughter, was it?
I'm probably gonna get slaughtered for this, but their child anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure somebody in the comments will correct us, as they always do. And like I'm nearly sure it's a son. 99% sure it was a son. But they ended up having to go to Amsterdam
to get
obviously
the oil.
to get the treatments and stuff, because obviously it was illegal over here. But I think they're after being granted a medical, like a license or whatever.
Well, I think people like that should be just allowed to grow their own.
In terms,
Make
because
it
it's only
themselves.
because it's for personal.
Yeah, why not?
Medical, yeah.
Look, if you think of it, if you just, it'd be a different country if people,
Yeah.
if people was legalised and people were allowed smoking, because the crime rate would probably go down.
Yeah.
Because you have people being pulled with weed and they're getting so many years, and it's, to me, I don't think it's a drug.
It's not
I
a drug.
You shouldn't
I
be
don't
put
say it's a
behind
drug.
bars for having weed.
No.
It doesn't make sense.
No, definitely not.
It really doesn't. You're put in there with rapists. You're put in there with people, proper hardcore criminals,
Like, yeah.
and
Gangsters
someone who was caught with what, 2 or 3 ounces of weed is put in there.
Yeah.
Come on,
They're put in the same category nearly.
that's not right.
It's not.
It's actually a plant.
Yeah.
Like it's a plant, so it
That
comes
was
from
put in the
ground.
earth by the gods above themselves,
Yeah.
or wherever. Like, if you're religious, of course, but you know what I mean. It was put here naturally.
Yeah. So what is the harm?
My opinion on that is that it was put here to enable our evolution.
Yeah, but see, yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah.
Yep.
It does, and then when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, that makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep.
But why was it hid from us for so long?
See,
Why was it? Oh, it's bad. Don't touch that. Blah 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 blah.
if you look at especially in the States as well, if you look at, say, 100 years ago, say more than 100 years ago, there was things, propaganda videos, reefer madness, you know,
Yeah.
saying, oh, you know, if you smoke this, they'll turn you into a sex fiend, and this is back in the 20s.
Yeah, sure. There was
in America.
weird ads for it. and
Weird
stuff.
ads, like,
Yeah.
don't smoke that wacky weed, and
But there's
yeah, but alcohol doesn't fucking turn you into or other drugs. And,
alcohol is would kill you quicker than what smoking.
but that's a good taxable drug nonetheless.
That's true. But they could tax
You know what I mean?
weed too.
If they really wanted it.
They would tax the bejesus out.
Yeah.
They really would. Like.
I mean, I know in the 30s in America there was an alcohol prohibition. Like the way, like, there was anti-alcohol, but people were still drinking.
Alcohol will never go.
No.
You're never going to get rid of alcohol. The same way you're never going to get rid of weed. You're never going to get rid of people smoking.
No.
It's funny.
Tobacco, yeah.
People, for years in this country, smoking is bad for you. It's a slow killer, right? It is what it is.
Oh, it is a slow killer, yeah, big time.
It is. And don't get me wrong, I smoke myself.
Yeah.
Loads of people smoke, so what? Get over yourself, right? But the thing is, they say for years that smoking, give it up. It's be more than half of Ireland is giving up smoking and blah blah blah, all that jazz. But when COVID came about, the French healthcare workers were told to wear Nicorette patches
Why was that?
because there's something to do with the plant. Helps block the virus or something. Something along them.
The
It's
tobacco
actually,
plant?
Yeah. It's actually, if you Google it, you'd see it. The
Oh,
French
really?
healthcare
I never knew
workers,
about this.
There was meant to be a trial brought in.
Alright.
But why were they making sure half of Ireland gave up cigarettes?
Yeah.
Did they know something? Now this is where my tinfoil hat's
The
coming
tinfoil
out.
hat comes in.
But it'd make you query, it'd make you question.
Show who did it? It was aliens. I know,
Yeah.
my messing.
That's
aliens. Look, your man now, fucking ancient aliens. You man with the hair. Did you see that? The meme with the hair, big hair down him. Georgios Sekoulas, his name is. People who are listening to this will know who I'm talking about.
no,
He's
he's on social media.
Oh,
so.
no. No, but you see the memes and shit. You man,
Yeah.
aliens. Him with the hands. up.
Yeah, I'll probably.
Yeah. Because I've sent you match it before.
Yeah.
That's me answer to everything. Who did it? Whatever happened to aliens?
So what about the Khabib and Gaethje? What do you?
Oh.
That's gonna be a tough one for Khabib.
When is that on now? When is that on?
Not this weekend. Next weekend, I think.
Yeah.
I think so. I think Gaethje might beat him.
I think Gaethje might have the game plan.
I think so. Did you see that head kick he ate in training, Gaethje?
No,
Oh,
I haven't seen that.
He took it like a champ.
Oh, somebody kicked him.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I didn't know about that.
He took it like a champ. Like just took it and walked forward.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. Brilliant.
He loves fighting though.
Gaethje, I do like him, but I don't like him. I think he's a bit corny.
He is a bit corny, but I think he just loves fighting.
Yeah, but he's
He
going to be
really
drunk
does.
punch by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Tough guy. Did you like that?
The punch drunk.
Drunk punch.
Drunk punch.
Punch drunk, I meant to say.
No, I knew exactly what you meant though. That's the thing. I didn't even cop until you said it. But yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, fair enough. He loves a fight, but Tyson said it before. Tough guys, tough guys don't go far. And well, in his case, it was boxing, but obviously the same could be said for mixed martial arts too.
I don't think Khabib's going to leave the UFC unbeaten.
No,
apparently Dana White has this surprise for him. I hope it's not
surprise.
Mayweather. If it's Mayweather, I'm going to get rid of my internet in my house. I swear to God.
Listen, I think after the Conor fight, you should have just left it. Like even fighting a man, that Japanese lad. Remember the New Year's Eve?
That didn't do great. I highly doubt that done great because your man's a nobody.
He's nobody.
In Japan.
He was a kickboxer or something.
Yeah, he was undefeated until he fought Yoke.
Yeah, but he didn't fight the... Before that, he didn't fight the best defensive boxer of the last 20 years.
Yeah. Mayweather needs
to stop.
Night and day. The IRS are after him. He
needs that grain, that money.
Yeah, he needs to stop.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Although, what do you think of that? I know that you were saying about the surprise. There was rumours. I don't know if it's true, but rumours of the Ultimate Fighter.
Him and McGregor.
Coaches.
That's a nice surprise, isn't it?
That would be a surprise.
The way Khabib made around his interview, I thought it was going to be something deadly because like, if we win, Dana has a surprise.
He's kind of trying to like build up suspense, and then man fucking.
I hope Gaethje punches that beard out his face. You know?
Yeah.
Because he's not. Let's.
It'll put a wrench in it. It'll stop the steam train there, the hype train, I should say. Choo choo. It'll stop that hype train. There is. Well, no, I'm not going to say hype train.
He kind of proved himself, really.
He kind of did prove himself, but he's boring. Like you know what I mean. He just mauls people on the ground.
He does, but. That's cause like you can say he's boring, but somebody who knows who
the ground. Don't get me wrong. I know a bit about grappling and wrestling and stuff like that. Yeah. I did judo and.
I know that, but I mean, you know what I mean. Like people are gonna be like, oh, it's not boring. This is the way the full
you get
game.
Purists.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
You get the pure combat sports purists who are like, no, you don't appreciate it. It's like, listen, I do appreciate it, but listen, I know what's exciting to me, and that's not exciting.
No, you're just lying there. Like
grappling with someone, like, get up, fight, get up, stand up.
Like he dropped McGregor. That was.
Oh yeah. What's that called? Credit?
The eagle or something, is it? Some stupid word he has for it. Yeah. he just frustrates me. I don't think he went like he's fought McGregor, but not 100% McGregor.
I mean, when did he fight Poirier? Was that last year?
That would have been last year.
He fought Poirier. Now I have to say, that was class what he did. Remember the charity, Poirier charity. Yeah. Because I sell this T-shirt. It was he had Dustin Poirier's T-shirt.
I wonder is McGregor and Poirier going ahead now?
Are they really going to do that?
I don't know, because Dana seems to be pissed off with McGregor.
Yeah. Of course he is.
And then Chael Sonnen came out and released a video, and now I didn't watch it.
Oh, did he?
I just seen the caption. It says McGregor shouldn't go out on his own to promote.
Oh, right.
So I don't know what's going on there. Don't know if McGregor is going to try and go out on his own, which I don't think he should.
Right.
He's not going to compete with the UFC. There's way too much money behind the UFC for him to try that.
Big time.
It's not going to work. Yeah. But then again, you don't know. He looks prove people wrong.
But that's what McGregor has been doing, proving people wrong. But come here, we'll keep it on the combat sports, mixed martial arts vibe, and I seen a video earlier about Mark Kerr, the smashing machine I was talking about earlier when we were doing the rundown, and Mark Kerr, the smashing machine, The Rock announced it was actually around, because remember Diaz and Masvidal for the BMF belt. Remember The Rock came out. The Rock came out and all, but see, there was a reason behind that, because The Rock announced he was gonna play Mark Kerr in the story of his life.
Oh, right, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The Rock, because The Rock had watched that documentary, The Smashing Machine.
Oh, right.
And he rang up his brother-in-law. I think it was his brother-in-law, or former brother-in-law. Sorry. It's former brother-in-law, Hiram Garcia. And he rang him at 4 in the morning after watching it, right, and told him, listen, I just found my next project. I'm going to play Mark Kerr in documentary, not a documentary, but he was telling me he was about to be watching the documentary, The Smashing Machine, and he's very interested in the story. And Mark Kerr was actually he was on an interview that I was watching earlier, and he basically said, like, he knew The Rock from, they used to train the same gym together.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think it was like a Gold's Gym. And
I know of your man, Mark.
Yeah. I think years ago you probably would have watched the documentary with me and Mick or something years ago.
I think so, but...
Yeah. It was, as I said, it was years ago. But that'd be very interesting.
That's interesting that The Rock is going to play.
Yeah, we'll see, listen. But that's actually...
The Rock is juiced up anyway. So, like...
He probably looks good as now as Mark Kerr did back in his pride days.
Yeah.
When the majority of the fights were fixed.
Yeah, but that's because... What's the name of that?
the Japanese
Yeah.
Yakuza was involved. The fella, the president, was involved with them big time. I can't remember his name, Japanese lad, but a lot of money changed hands there, put it that way.
Yeah, of course, because they kill you. Like, they...
100%.
Yeah, they torture you, like.
Yeah.
I remember going to a taxi before, and there was a little Japanese or wherever he was, round eyed.
You had a
his finger...
His pinky finger, small finger.
His finger was chopped off, and I just couldn't stop staring at it. He was talking to me, and I just couldn't stop looking at it. I was like, Darren, stop looking at it. But I couldn't. It just, you
were like Father Dougal.
Yeah, he put his hand... So it was on his left hand, right? I think it was his left hand. And he puts his hand on the gear stick.
Yeah, looking at the gear stick.
And, yeah, we couldn't help it. But his little stump kept jingling, and it was like the nerves, man. And I was like, Darren, stop looking at that, bro. I couldn't help it because it kept moving.
It's like a car crash.
And he knew I was looking at it because he looked at me once or twice, but I couldn't help looking at it, and it got extremely awkward.
He looked at you. You looked at him looking at you or whatever.
Yeah, I said to myself, I actually better stop staring at that.
Stop that now, it's very rude.
He's going to finger jab me in the eye when I was done.
With his thumb. That gaffer Gillis, that's playing terrible. But I'll just bring it back there about Mark Kerr. So so The Rock, I don't know now what the story is, but I think COVID might have put a bit of a hold on things.
Yeah, more.
But I mean, there's still talk about though. There's still talk because The Rock is very interested in making it. You know, he obviously sees the potential.
I'd like to watch that though.
Yeah, I definitely will watch it 100%. But back saying about fixed fights and stuff. Did you know Bam Bam Bigelow fought a mixed martial arts fight back in the 90s?
I heard about.
True, me. Yeah, he fought a fella called Kimo Leopoldo, and I remember watching a shoot interview with Bam Bam Bigelow. I think it would have been a couple of years after the fact. And he said that Paul Heyman rang him up and said, listen, shoot fight in Japan if you're interested, because he was wrestling in ECW at the time.
Oh, right.
So he said, listen, there's a fair... He said, listen, I don't know how much money it was, but X amount of money, whatever. And he goes, yeah, whatever. I'll be the highest paid jobber.
I'd say probably about 500,000.
A couple of $100 grand
yeah,
anyway.
Back then,
a couple of $100 grand was in the 90s, mid to late 90s.
So that would have been a lot.
A big time. But that was the story. Bam Bam said that. He said to him, listen, keep wiping them out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Keep wiping them out and fucking, just
don't mark me too much.
Don't mark me up, like hit me in the fucking, the hard part of my head and just get me in an old rear neck.
He had a big rubber head in him anyway.
He could take it, you know what I mean?
So like...
he was like, there was knots on his head, but just for added realism.
If somebody was like, oh, here, one over there, stage a fight there, and so many thousand.
Yeah.
Well, so many 100,000.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd die over it.
That's what he said, highest paid jobber. I'll take the fall, no problem.
And then plus he's being paid off
ECW at the time, Paul Heyman. But obviously, I know the history about them. They didn't stay afloat for very long.
Do you remember the last podcast we didn't know whether Bellator... Was it the last one or the one before that? We didn't know if Bellator were doing live shows.
We didn't know, and then we said about doing a show, and the first show in France.
They actually had one in Milan.
Did they?
There, during the night. Right. James Gallagher was fighting it.
Oh, your man from the north.
And Kiefer Crosby.
Oh, Kiefer, he's from around here, isn't
he? He got beaten.
Kiefer?
Yeah, he got. I think it was a bit of an early stoppage, but he was going to a bit staggery as well.
Yeah, so he was.
But your man James Gallagher won. I think it was a rear naked choke.
Yeah, he thinks he's Conor.
Yeah, I think so.
He thinks he's Conor.
I think he tries too hard.
He's trying to just be yourself, man.
Yeah, he's a great fighter.
He can fight,
but maybe he was just around Conor.
Because they'd be there in the SPG.
You can rub off on each other. That can happen.
If
you're around someone so much, you can pick up on their traits.
If you admire someone, you pick up on their traits, their mannerisms, and
it can happen.
Yeah, I suppose.
But he's still a great fighter. I'm surprised UFC haven't come in to get me.
It's early days.
Yeah, was he bantamweight? I think he might.
Bantam.
Think
so. Yeah, he's definitely won the low weights.
I'm sure. Who's the champion in bantamweight at the minute?
In
UFC.
Is your man fucking
Henry? No,
Henry Kidd. No, not Henry Kidd. He's retired now.
He retired.
The King of Cringe.
Yeah.
Triple C.
Yeah.
Well, get on the knee for Triple C. What's it?
It doesn't.
Stop that.
Yeah.
Give it all to you.
He should.
I want to get him. I want to get him in the headlock and shave that head of his.
He's bad either.
He get me in the headlock. Yeah. He get me in the headlock and make me hair grow.
What was I going to say? Yeah. I thought it was funny what he done to TJ Dillashaw.
That's the one. Yeah.
Somebody took out the snake. But then again,
he is a snake though.
He got that from the Ultimate Fighter with Faber and
Yeah, I remember that one.
His
Yeah.
favourite,
Uriah Faber.
Yeah, Uriah Faber and McGregor.
McGregor, the whole thing. Yeah.
That was a good Ultimate Fighter.
That was a really good.
I think that's the only one I've watched in the past. Look, I haven't watched another one after that.
No.
I've been trying to keep on top of the Contender series because a few good fighters do come out.
Yeah, I wouldn't have the force about that now.
I'd try and stay on that because you see, look, your man, the heavyweight, he was an NFL player. No, was he? He was an NFL player. He battered his wife.
Jesus Christ.
No, he did. Yeah, he did battered his wife, but
He battered his wife.
yeah, no, he did. He assaulted her. Well, punched her in the face. I think done something to her anyway. I can't remember his name. It's, the wife beater. That's what I'm gonna call him.
Come out with a wife vesting him, fucking.
Yeah,
Can of Stella in his hand.
He's not a bad scrapper after all. That's his wife. No, what he meant.
Jesus Christ.
Now, what is his name?
That's bad out.
Oh, actually, no, I don't know his name.
They're drawing the blank.
Yeah, actually, and it's gonna annoy me because I'm trying to remember his name. But yeah, he came out and he done all right. He didn't do too bad.
I don't know.
Your man who used to inhaler, Jordan Rounds.
Oh, I remember that story. Yeah, he used an inhaler.
I know he was disqualified. I think.
Controversial over that.
Yeah.
Because that'd be seen as like a performance enhancer.
Yeah.
It would be. That's a performance enhancer. It's helping you breathe properly.
He was. He got into trouble over that. But what's the fella who does the Dana White looking for a fight?
Oh, Matt Serra.
No, you're a bloke.
Dean Thomas.
Dean Thomas.
The black lad, Dean Thomas.
I think he actually trains him.
Oh, yeah. I think I vaguely remember now. But that does be good, the owl looking for a fight.
Yeah, they've done a few in, is it Abu Dhabi they're in now?
Down in Yaz Island for the fucking Fight Island, yeah.
They done a few then.
Over there.
Yeah, I watched it, it was good now. Did you see the thing of Masera, the confrontation with Masera?
What's your man Josh, your fella running around with a fucking knife?
Yeah,
Joshua something.
Joshua,
He's
Sanchez,
that
Diego.
mad cunt Diego Sanchez.
Yeah.
He's like your man. Do you remember your man? He's Matt Serra done around. He said it was like your man, Edo Portal or something. They used to be with Conor playing touch putt in the park.
Yeah, but that's what
it's like.
But he's worse.
That's not right.
But he actually helped Conor with his movement. This fella is not.
No, he's chasing people with a knife.
But coming up to Masera and I'm like, well, you can't even say my name, and he's like, I don't even know your name.
He said it, guys. Remember that video? I was like, I don't know who you are. Who are you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and Diego Sanchez, why is he letting him? He's like, he could do decent if he didn't. He should get someone who knows about MMA.
Yeah.
For his last fight.
Definitely.
Go out
in your shield.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because he doesn't deserve it. He shouldn't be.
Now I didn't see his last fight, but from what I heard, he wasn't the best. From what I heard.
Yeah, no, he was terrible.
He was terrible.
He wasn't. Yeah. He was just trying to move and. Greg Hardy, that's his name.
That's your man.
That's
I know the name now. Yeah.
Yeah. You know he's decent. I just had it and it popped into my head.
I'm gonna call him Greg Stella Hardy.
Yeah.
Stella Artois.
But Sanchez, back to Sanchez. He needs. He needs to.
He needs to get a proper MMA mixed martial arts coach for his and have that be his last.
Yeah, I think so. I don't want him to fight McGregor. I think he should fight someone different.
No, because McGregor will wipe him.
Yeah, give him. But who could you give him in the welterweight division or the lightweight?
For a decent.
But he has a dad bod. Like he's not even training properly. You can see by him.
Yeah. I seen pictures and it's just like Jesus, there you go. Come on.
It's sad to see.
You're bet on that.
Yeah.
You're bet on that.
I think he's only 40 or he might.
That's what I'm saying. But he's bet on that now. Stop that.
He was on Ultimate Fighter 1, wasn't he?
He was one of the early ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the early one. I remember that.
Ones. But fucking that's he want to get his act together. That's why.
Because your man's ruining his career. The last bit of career he has left. His
reputation, man,
not even his career.
What's it? Something Joshua something.
Yeah, he's a goon anyway. But he's ruining his reputation. Here, chasing people with knives and getting them to do
around the blade octagon like a cage.
It's not going to help you when you're getting a punch in the face.
No.
Because somebody's not trying to stab you in the octagon. Do you know what I mean?
They're trying to dig you or kick you or submit you.
But he seems to have a few fighters on board, doesn't he?
What the fuck? Like, I understand unorthodox methods of training and you don't want to be different and all, but that's just psycho.
Yeah, it's
at least your man that was getting blamed on playing touch putt with McGregor there. At least that was.
He had some sort of movement.
It was for me anyway. It seemed more practical.
Yeah, it seemed
functional. It works.
It was better, but that idiot, he's just making a show of himself. Yeah. He is going up to Masera and like you're going on like a little girl.
Like who are you?
Yeah, stop that.
Yeah, I mean Matt the Terror, like you know what I mean. He's been around the fucking way.
Yeah, he would have choked him out.
Easy.
Sure, did you see him when he was in that restaurant last year or something?
Which one?
He was, some fella was, I think some bloke was, he might be saying something to the waitress, or he was drunk and
he choked him out.
Yeah,
I seen that. Forgot about that.
He mounted him and all and made him a fucking bitch, and he didn't, like, your man was drunk and he was talking.
He was trying to book him up, but Matt was like, "Listen, get
yeah." Then the police came.
Yeah. He was just restraining him until the police came.
So I was watching that. Looking for a fight, and some fella was eyeballing him over when he was walking past, and Matt was on camera.
Right.
And Matt was like, "Yeah, you better keep walking." I couldn't stop laughing. I was like,
But see, can listen. I know he has that kind of the mixed martial arts background. The BJJ, he does Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Well, listen, he's from fucking New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We had this discussion last episode about what people are like from New York. So
yeah, so
they don't suffer filled gladly.
He'll probably tear your head. Well, not probably about. He
will tear your head clean fucking off. 100%.
Juice head.
he looks very burly and meaty nowadays, though, doesn't he?
And he
very full of juice.
Yeah, I'm sure come here. Why not?
He's fucking. He still wants to keep in fucking shape and look decent.
So is Dana. Dana is eating the juice. He definitely has to be.
Definitely on the TRT anyway.
Yeah.
Definitely on the TRT.
Yeah, he is.
100%.
Without a doubt.
So come here. We leave that there, baby.
Yeah.
100%. Right, come here. Listen. Thank you very, very much for joining this latest episode of the Smell Me a Helmet podcast. My name is Danny, and this has been
great show.
Darren. This has been Darren.
Yeah.
And it's going to say good night, God bless, Godspeed, and